Alright everyone, welcome to the 2025 Phasmophobia roadmap. We've been waiting for a little bit of time now, but the devs just unloaded a whole ton of new information on what is to come for the game, and I am super excited. So let's get right into this. Happy 2025 Ghost Hunters. We hope you've all had a good start to the new year. Today, we're excited to reveal a look at our roadmap for the year and let you know what we're working on, when you can expect our first major update, and more. Everything we share today is still in development, so things can of course change. Alright, so it's a work in progress. First and foremost, below is our roadmap. You'll notice it's split into 3 distinct areas: major updates, maps, and reworks, and finally our seasonal events. We'll dive into each one in this blog, sharing some details on each while not spoiling too much. After all, the mystery of Phasmophobia is what we've all grown to love. Okay, so this is cool. So it looks like we have 3 separate types of updates for the game. We have the seasonal events, which I'm sure a lot of you new players are familiar with. We have maps and reworks as like a middle tier update. And then we have the big updates. Interesting, let's keep reading. Our first major update to Phasmophobia this year will be our Chronicle update, which we detailed in Development Preview 18 late last year. Chronicle is all about revamping the way you record evidence and are rewarded for it, such as photos and videos in any investigation. The journal will be receiving a new media tab which will house photos, videos, as well as evidence recorded by our new piece of hunting equipment, the sound recorder. Chronicle will also bring with it a few extra bits aside from what we've mentioned, but we're keeping those a secret until we're closer to launch. Okay. You can find more details on the new media tab and the sound recorder in the latest dev preview, and check out a few screenshots in the slideshow below. Okay, so on the first page here, it looks like you can actually record a ghost that's hunting. Look at the value on that. It looks like each entry here has its own tier bonus. I'm not entirely sure how that will work relative to how the current star rating system works, so that'll definitely take some getting used to. But you'll actually be able to now record ghost orbs, the crucifix burning, basically anything that you can currently take a photo of, you'll be able to record in some way, which is really cool. And then with the photo tab, it looks like you get 5 slots for photos. Looks fairly similar to what we have now with the exception of the new tier system. I'm struggling to see what these actual interactions are. I see a toilet. I don't know, man. Hard to tell. And then we've seen this image before. We have each sound recorder tier. This big one is probably tier 1. We have tier 2, and then tier 3 is scribbled out for some reason. Very cool stuff. I'm wondering if when you actually use a sound recorder, you can just turn it on and place it down. And then like when it picks up a recording, it would just automatically save it to your journal. Because if you have to hold it out and wait, it's going to be harder to catch those ghost interactions. But either way, I'm looking forward to this. Our second planned major update for 2025 will be our player character overhaul. I've been waiting for this for so long. With this update, we are putting the focus on choice for players when it comes to their in-game ghost hunter. We'll be refreshing character models, improving animations, and adjusting the overall experience when it comes to your Phasmophobia character. Alright, so no more brown jacket dude in my thumbnails. That'll be nice to have a character that will be more recognizable and unique to me, and not just brown jacket dude. And for those that don't know, I'm pretty sure the locked door in the lobby will actually end up being the character customization room. While we'll be making other improvements with the update, we'll be separating our full player customization into an update in 2026. This will allow our dev team to shift their focus into the much anticipated Horror 2.0 update, and get that into the hands of the players as soon as possible. We'll share more details on both of these updates later once we're ready. Dang, so we will have to wait until 2026 for the character customization, but I am very glad that they're working hard on Horror 2.0. This year we'll be releasing a brand new map. We're keeping details close to our collective chests, but it'll be a small map, yes. We can confirm it'll be a small map, akin to the houses, in a location that'll be totally unique to anything we've done in Phasmophobia up until now. We'll share more later this year, but we're excited to invite you in for your first investigations. For future Phasmophobia maps, we'll be keeping the size relatively small. Thank goodness. This will allow us to release more maps more regularly rather than fewer larger maps. I'm so glad that they're working on more small maps. It's getting so repetitive just playing on Tanglewood and Willow repeatedly, and they'll be able to do it more frequently too. For some of their recent updates, it's been maybe a new map or map rework dotted around here and there, like with the Maple Lodge rework or Point Hope, which didn't end up being a really practical map to play on. But with this, we're going to be seeing some cool stuff more often, which I'm very hyped about. While we're busy finishing construction on our new location, we're also starting introducing a series of map reworks to the game. This year, we'll be releasing updated versions of Bleasdale, Grafton, and Tanglewood, the first of which Bleasdale will be releasing in March. Well, I'm really excited about this, especially the fact that we're going to be seeing the Bleasdale rework here in a month. But I'm mostly worried about Tanglewood. I've grown to love that map so much, and this might hurt, but we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that for Tanglewood they don't change the layout too much, and instead just focus on changing the visual side of things, but we'll see. Our Grafton and Tanglewood reworks will release later in 2025, and we'll share dates on those as we get closer to release. Okay. These reworks are all about bringing these maps in line with our full vision for them, so you can expect to see some complete artistic overhauls of each map, including new assets and animations, a high level of visual detail, as well as a few layout changes. They'll still be the maps you've grown to love through endless investigations, however. Moving into 2026, we'll be reworking more of our maps while introducing new ones. Stay tuned. Ah, that's exciting. So we have the image here of what I assume to be the way Bleasdale will look, which is so exciting. There's going to be so many new assets for the Ghost to interact with, and I love the way this looks so much. Seasonal events. Our final section of our roadmap deep dive is about our seasonal events. Last year, we were blown away by how many of you got involved in our seasonal Phasmophobia events, starting with our Easter events all the way through Winter's Jest at the end of the year. In 2025, we'll be implementing the feedback we received across our 3 events and continuing with the same themes for Halloween and Winter, while introducing a new take on our Easter event, okay? This means in October, Ghost Hunters will once again be working alongside the Blood Moon, Krampus will return, and while the event and overall flow of these events will remain the same, thanks to the feedback provided during and following last year's iterations, we're confident they will feel fresh. Okay. You'll be able to earn personal rewards, a wider selection of maps. Okay. We'll talk about these changes in more detail as we get closer to the Easter event. So I'm glad that they're hopefully making each seasonal event a bit more unique. It does say that the Blood Moon and Krampus will be returning, but I'm glad that their aim is to keep it feeling fresh, which is nice. Of course, we've got our eyes looking towards so much more than just what we've spoken about today. In 2026, we plan to release Horror 2.0. That'll be so exciting. New maps, further reworks, and so much more. While we aren't ready to talk about all of those right now, we are hard at work at making sure that when we do, they'll be worth the wait. With that said, we'll wrap things up for now. We can't wait to share all of the above with you throughout the year, and we hope you're as excited as us to see Phasmophobia continue to evolve. Happy hunting, the Kinetic Games team. Alright, so that's everything announced. We're going to be getting a whole lot this year, and our first update is going to happen here in about a month. It said March. It didn't give a specific date, I don't think, but we are going to be seeing the Bleasdale rework, which is very exciting. Let me know what y'all think. I think I'm most excited for the Tanglewood rework. I don't know, I'm simultaneously worried, but it's also what I'm most looking forward to now. Let me know what you're most excited for. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to all my members for supporting my content. Your support means a lot, but I'm going to leave it there. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.